Welcome to day 5 of How to Automate Your Law Firm in 90 Days. I am Shay Jackson, your AI automation specialist. Yes, we are at day 5, continuing with Airtable. In this video, I will show you the legal templates Airtable have already provided that law firms can leverage. If you have any questions about Airtable, how to implement AI automations in your workflow, or you just want to have a free 30-minute one-on-one conversation with me, there will be a link in the description box. Let's get started. Let's dive in. I am in my workspace and I discussed this on yesterday's video. So if you missed yesterday's video, I will link it up top and also in the description box where I give an overview of Airtable, how to sign up, and just gave a high-level test drive about workspaces, also bases. Here I am in my workspace and I am going to go to the left-hand side and click on templates and apps. When this screen pops up, I'm going to search for a template and I'm going to type in legal. And you see there are 4 results: legal case analysis, legal matter management, legal case tracking and billing, and legal case general intake form that you can leverage for your law firm. Let's take a look at legal client general intake form. When you click on it, what it'll do is give you a preview of what the template looks like. You notice it has your a client's full name, the date it was submitted, a lot of good information. Let's click on it. I'm going to click try this template. And we're going to try this template in my first workspace, which is this workspace that we have already with our untitled base in it as well. So remember I told you yesterday, by default, it says you can try the 14-day team plan, but we don't really need that, okay? Here I am in my legal client general intake form base. Remember, anything in Airtable, what looks like a spreadsheet is called a base. And let's go through all of the different columns. Now, the line, what you call a row in Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, is called a record. But let's take a look at our columns first. We have full name, date submitted, review status, and here with the review status, one thing that you can do if you want to edit the different review statuses, here is where you can do that. You can add another option, update, delete the ones that are already provided. Okay, let me go back to date submitted as well. If I choose edit the field, you see the option, what was chosen is created time. So it automatically, whenever this record is created, it puts the date. Okay, we went through review status. We have maiden name, and this is what's called a single line text. Okay, this is called a single line text, but also there's a long text as well. But since it's just someone's maiden last name, all you need is a single line text. We have date of birth, we have their sex, their place of birth, by city, county, and state. Let me scroll over some. We have their driver's license number, the driver's license state, their current address, whether or not they live in an apartment, the city, the state. Let me continue, the zip code, all of this information. Now, you notice this is a lot of information: their home and work phone number, their email address, their cell phone number. Here it says emails. Let me see what the rest of it, emails concerning case. Now, if you want to spread this out so you can see everything, all I would need to do is extend the column. Emails concerning general interest. And I have check boxes here that, yes, this was checked off. So this could be a collaboration base where the team can go in and depending on who reached out to them, what team member, they can check it out that, yes, I did this. So let's say, for instance, Rachel, an email was sent concerning her general interest. All I have to do is check that box. If there was a follow-up call, their place of employment. So we see how long this information is, their employment address, their salary, a lot of good information that you can capture for your client. And it's in spreadsheet form. And you may be saying, wow, this is a lot of information. And as I'm scrolling, how can I know or be able to see everything in one snapshot? I am glad you asked. If I go up to Rachel Chapman and I click on expand, and this is something I showed yesterday, this is the power of Airtable, because instead of looking at it in spreadsheet view, I can come over and expand just one record and scroll down to see all of the information that we have in our law firm for this specific client. If there's anything that I want to add to it, yes, I can add it in this view as well. So it's not overwhelming. In the spreadsheet view, it was overwhelming. Scrolling over, trying to find, if you're trying to find a specific column, as opposed to just having one snapshot of a specific record. That is a great benefit of Airtable that you do not have in Google Sheets and also Excel. Okay, I'm going to click out of that. Let's look, and this is what's called the grid view. Let's look at what it says for the law code intake view. For this is what that grid view looks like. This is what the grid view looks like if you have it on your website. So you know how you have contact us and you have a form for them to fill out. Well, they can use this form not for potential clients, but let's say that they are interested in your law firm representing them, then this could be the form you send, because this is too long for just it to be your website for a potential client. But if they saying, yes, I want to move forward and you need to get their information, here it is in a form. And all they would need to do is fill out all of this information and it will be captured in the grid view. Okay, which is great. And again, all of this is information that we have in the grid view, as opposed to a client filling out paperwork. You can have them send this link and they can use this form to complete the necessary information that your law firm needs. Okay, that's the intake form view. Let's look at review by review status. So if you noticed, and not in the 90, how to automate your law firm in 90 days, I don't believe we'll be discussing and going in depth of how to do the different reviews. Just I'm saying in reviewing Airtable and also make.com in the different workflow automations, we will. But over the next few days, we won't be talking about how you can group the fields. But here they have it by review status, and you may be thinking, well, Shay, how did you do that? Let's go back to the grid view. And you remember, I'm going to go back. And we had the review status. Here, you can create a view where you can see what the review status is. And it is grouped by one field, which is review status. And now you can have a snapshot of where all of the different clients are. Is it need review, scheduled an initial consult? You can see where all of the client statuses are, and they're grouped together so that you know how you need to move forward. Also, here is a Kanban view. Same thing. It shows all of the statuses. Again, in this view, it is by the review status. You see how many needs review, scheduled initial consult. Let's say that Emily is in scheduled initial consult, and we are going to keep in touch with her. All we need to do is take her card and move it to keep in touch. Okay. Emily Holland, keep in touch. So let me show you for the review status. I'm going to find keep in touch, and you see there is Emily Holland. Amazing. Okay. So, and I do want to go to the other templates as well. I'll get caught up because I love Airtable. So this is one of the templates. Again, it's called the Legal Client General Intake Form. So I'm going to go back home to the workspace, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for another template. I'm going to type in legal. Let me see if I can right click. I can't. I'm going to go to legal case analysis. Okay. About this template, capture and organize facts, documents, people, evidence, issues, and authorities for your cases with this template. Keep information right at your fingertips so you're always prepared. So let's take a look at this template. And yes, I do want it to be in my original workspace. The pink is a little loud for me, so I'm going to go click the down arrow. I'm going to go to appearance, and I am going to choose a color. I'll choose the gray, and the gray is in the free plan. Okay, so here for the first view, we have all facts, and it is already grouped. Okay, it's grouped by the status. So disputed by us, undisputed, prospective, and also disputed. Let's take a look at the facts calendar. For the facts calendar, what it does is it shows all of your different cases. Let me click out. So I really want to just see this one. Okay. It shows the case, it gives a description, it has linked evidence, people, the status, and also the material. And yes, you can change the information in the calendar view as well. Let's look at group by case. For your different cases, you can group them. And as I mentioned before in the beginning of the video, this is just a template that can give you a jump start on using Airtable. If there's some information that you don't need, or columns you don't need, you can delete them, you can update the names, you can do anything that again will help you in leveraging this template for your law firm. So one thing that I wanted to show you, and let me scroll down. So you see how it says case, and I want to make sure if there's anything else. Okay, so this icon means link to another record. So we have linked to case, linked evidence, linked issues, linked people, and linked authorities. If you look up at the top, here are our different spreadsheets. We have people, We have issues, and you see all of the information. We have issues. So this looks like it may be a personal injury law firm, or maybe not, because it has age discrimination. We have evidence, and I'm going to come back to evidence. We have organizations. So you can, within Airtable, you can link a different table to the main one, so all of the information is there, as opposed to having to go to linked authorities. As opposed to going to authorities, you can be in facts. And I'll use this one as an example. Irwin versus Tennessee. Here is the information for that authority. Here's the description and everything. So I'm going to go to organizations, and I'm going to find Irwin versus Tennessee. Oh no, authorities. I'm going to go to Irwin versus Tennessee, and here is the same information that we just saw. So instead of having to go back and forth, I can see all of that information in one snapshot just by linking it. And did I mention that Airtable is a no-code platform? That's the beauty of it. It's so powerful as a database, and you do not need to use any coding. So let me go back to evidence, and I want to show you something as well. Let me I'm going to go to this one. So I'm going to go to the contract, and I'm looking at this information. Here's our client, and here are the attachments. Watch this, guys. You can attach, because one of the types that you can put in Airtable is attachment, and all you have to do is attach it to the record. Isn't that powerful? Here is the other attachment as well. So instead of having to find it or go somewhere else, all of the information is contained in the record. It is amazing. Okay, that's the legal case analysis. Oh, we have group by evidence. I think we went over this one. Oh no, we didn't. I'm sorry. So we have group by evidence, and you see where it says one hidden field. One of the things that is great about Airtable is, I mentioned in the first video how you can have different workspaces, and you can have different bases where based on permission. So you can have all the information you need, but let's say that you want to share this space with one of your coworkers, but there are certain fields that are confidential that you don't want to share. You can hide those fields. And let's say, for instance, I want to hide linked people. All I need to do is click on it, and I'm going to hide the field. And when I send it, that field will not be shown. Okay. If I send it, that field will not be shown. Okay. And so I can share it knowing that the confidentiality is still intact. They are only getting the core information that they need. And let's look at another view, which is evidence. This is the gallery view, which is great as well. So with the gallery view, it's the information, like the attachments and everything we had, you can have it in one view where you're quickly able to look. And you see how it says hide 4 hidden fields. There are 4 hidden fields that we can't see, because all we need to see is the internal memo and not everything else. And all I need to do is click in it, and I'm able to see the information. So this template is the legal case analysis. Let's go back, and we are going to look at the other templates as well. Oh, one. Going to templates and apps, I'm going to type in legal. And we have legal case tracking and billing. Okay, and I like that it's green for money. Here in the legal tracking and billing template, you're able to see and have all of the information that you need for each case, where they are, how much was billed. Amazing. The case number, everything. Here is a Kanban view of the case status. Let me see. Yes, this is the Kanban view showing the different statuses that you can immediately see for all of the cases. And I'm going to go to the last one as well. And here are the other ones. So remember I told you about the different workspaces. These are I put in my first workspace, and here are my personal workspaces as well. As I mentioned before, you can create different workspaces based on if there's any type of collaboration, confidentiality, who you would like to share the information with, not only for the workspace, but also for the bases as well. So the last template we're going to look at is the legal matter management. About this template, matter management made simple and beautiful. Set up proper client intake and screening. Find documents whenever you need them. File bills and expenses related to each matter. Never lose track of your workload. Okay. And what this base has is just all of the clients, and I'm going to scroll over, and the information you need for the matters. And this is linked to matters. Remember, this means linked to another record. Here we have matters, we have tasks, documents, billing and expenses, and even in each of these tables, there are different views we have as well. For tasks, we have a due date calendar, we have a task workflow. You can see what hasn't been started, what's in progress, what has been complete. You can assign it to people. So this again is the power of Airtable. Having legal templates that for law firms, you can leverage them to start. Now, again, amazing. So if you've been using Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel for holding your client information as a CRM, I hope I've won you over to Airtable just a little bit. But most definitely I know I will when we start the workflow automations. I am Shay Jackson, your AI automation specialist. Again, if you have any questions about Airtable, workflows for automated workflows for your law firm, or you would like to set up a free call with me, the link will be in the description box. Have a great day.